Yo,
Woo.
what up?
What up, though?
I'm here despite a whole lot of technical difficulties this evening, and millions upon millions of trick or treaters outside my door.
What it?
Right?
Hey, look, B, we get the same thing, and I put a note on the door saying "Sorry, no candy," and the lights out.
Yeah. See, around here, if the lights are out, they won't bother with you. But my wife, she took the boys out to eat, right, and so they came back, and she was like, "I'm the baby." I come outside, and there's at least 50 people within a 3 to 4 house radius around my house.
Begging.
Yeah, or not even that, just like congregating and just they're talking, they're complimenting costumes, and it's wild.
And look, B, to that point, a person in my community, because we got a community website, sent out early this morning a picture of Jello shots. He said Jello shots for the adults, candy for the kids. Come on down to the end of the cul-de-sac.
Wow. Better not mix those up.
No.
But hey,
don't know.
B, you know what it is, B?
Yep.
Your neighborhood has a sidewalk, right?
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Yeah, mine is too.
There it is. See, I don't have a sidewalk, but we in my little area, we only have 36 homes.
Okay.
So
got you.
It's not too many kids, but
yeah, we're overrun with mongrels around here.
I've been watching the ring cam. When people walk up, it makes that noise. Somebody's at your front door, and I just turn the garage camera and look at him. I said, "Man, what the heck? It's black out here.
Yeah.
What are you doing?"
I was trying to figure out if I could record a custom chime for my doorbell earlier, but I couldn't do it. I was gonna have something real special for him.
Begging.
We can do that.
That's neither here nor there.
We're back. We are back.
Yeah.
4 weeks. Was it 4 weeks?
I think so. I think it was 4.
Welcome to the You Know Nothing About Sports podcast.
And here's the thing about this podcast. I noticed something. I don't know if you guys picked it up. We're going into week 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is not the trade. The trade line deadline is going to be after week 9. In previous seasons, it was right. It should be right now, week 8.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they need to move it back.
Gave the teams an extra week.
They need to move it back some more.
Yeah.
They love this. I mean, normally the NFL don't make trades, so they should love this because all the activity that's going on, all the activity by contenders that's going on. I mean, they should absolutely love this. They should push it back. It shouldn't be in week 9. Maybe it should be week 10 because it's 18 weeks now.
Yeah.
And these are the two teams I've been thinking about ever since watching the Ravens play. The Ravens need a pass rusher. They need somebody to get after the quarterback, to possibly at least get some sacks.
Not as much as they needed Deontay Johnson.
Well, true. That's a good one.
Deontay Johnson,
Did you watch that game?
Yeah.
Which one? This past Sunday?
Yeah. Pass rusher wouldn't help them in that game. Having a wide receiver
who can actually catch
and not trip and fall into the sun and have your MVP throw his helmet because you just couldn't make a catch.
They had a lot of drop balls for the Ravens in that game. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that.
Yeah, and I like Zay Flowers as much as the next person, but can we please finally be honest? Like the media tried their best to make him a 1 all off season. He is not a 1.
He's not a 1.
He is not a 1 option. Now, granted, Deontay Johnson is not either, but he has more 1 qualities than Zay Flowers. Deontay Johnson, he's versatile. He's versatile. He can play inside or out. He can play slot or outside, and he can run pretty much the whole route tree. Now he was buried in obscurity here in Carolina, but the Ravens finally got them a potential 1 who can actually help in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And look,
You need that person to just, hey, it's 3rd and 7. Can you give me 8? I need that.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Kid, man, the whole time I was looking at the game, I was traveling. I was in the airport, but I was watching on my phone. And when I got to St. Louis, what the heck game they had? I think they did the Chiefs game on the St. Louis game, but I was watching the Ravens game. They said they had drop balls, but every time Lamar Jackson, is it just me or did Lamar Jackson try to force the ball a few times? It looked like he was.
They got away from the running. They got away from the They got away from the running.
The point. Yeah.
That and Lamar is who Lamar is at this point. Lamar is, you're going to see him force, 3 to 5 balls per game. That's just who he is. He has the velocity to be able to fit the ball in the tight spaces. He's going to try his hand. That's just who he is.
Yeah, just like what's the name in Meth City? He always trying to do something pretty instead of just throwing the ball. So they are the habits of Josh Allen. I can throw this 90 miles per hour. I'm gonna try to fit it in there. So it's just like, they're all creature of habit. They can't,
So that being said, what you all said. So what I'm hearing from you all is that the Ravens need their offense more than they need their defense, because Hamilton had that interception he dropped, that would have sealed it.
But here's the problem with the Ravens. Okay, so in my estimation, drafting has not been good since Eric DeCosta has taken over, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. They've made a lot of trades, especially with the Roquan, but they're not drafting well, and so they're not hitting on these draft picks. Kyle Hamilton, but on the defense, they used to always hit on the defense. Mm-hmm. The problem I'm having is, okay, so the guy went to Seattle. I can't think of his name right now.
The defensive coordinator.
Their old defensive coordinator. I guess he schemed it up well.
Oh, was it Wink Martindale?
No. Wink's in Michigan.
What's the other guy? I can't remember his name either. I can see his face.
Yeah.
He went to be the head coach in Seattle.
Yeah, I always call him fake Jesse Mentor. But he schemed it up well to hide their flaws. Because last year they had Jadeveon Clowney as one of their pass rushers.
Right.
Yeah.
Kyle Van Noy is like 85. Come on, what are we doing? And Zach Orr, who's the new coach, he just ain't scheming that well, so they're getting exposed.
And one name that y'all haven't brought up yet that I feel like is possibly the biggest reason why the defense is not what it needs to be is Patrick Queen left for your rival.
Sure did.
Patrick Queen was the heart and soul of that defense.
Right now.
Yeah, and with Patrick Queen, he wasn't coming off the field. He was a 3-4 down linebacker. He could do everything. He could rush the passer, play the run.
What's the guy? Some guy named Oda something they replaced Queen with.
Yeah, and they drafted Queen. And who drafted Queen? Ozzy, because Ozzy loved them Alabama dudes. Yeah. No, Queen was LSU.
LSU.
Yeah, he loved them SEC dudes. I mean, but he loved Alabama dudes, but he loved SEC dudes.
Right.
So they just have not been drafting well, and I think they will make a move for a pass rusher. Also, their game Marlon wasn't playing, so I give him. And Jameis was effective doing everything that TMT wasn't doing.
They didn't get a rush, man. So
and it's also your division rivals. Cleveland always plays Baltimore tough because
throw the records out.
Yeah, so they always play. I'm gonna let that go. Yeah, it's history. I mean, like, come on, one team became another team.
And I feel like each year, each season, every contender has a game where they need to be punched in the mouth. They need a dose of reality. They need to be punched in the mouth to get them back focused. And I think this was that game for Baltimore. Mm-hmm. I think this was that game.
Yeah, unfortunately for my Broncos.
They got to win that game.
Boy, I dropped that defense fast in fantasy this week. They've been killing it for me, but I was like, nope, not doing it. But go ahead, Sean.
I would say to that point, the Ravens, they gotta win. They gotta win that game because if they lose to the Broncos, that's gonna mess everything up.
Especially the way Pittsburgh's been playing.
Right.
Now, when they play each other, Baltimore's going to beat Pittsburgh. Baltimore, and they're going to beat them twice.
Bold prediction.
I'm not convinced.
I am.
For the very reason that we just talked about. It's
Russell can't beat
Russell North.
I know, but Russell can't beat him like that. So I'm not. No. He's playing within the system. He seems like he's only two games. He's playing with the system. He's doing what he can do because he can't throw in the middle because he has a height problem. And what's going to happen when they get into the playoffs? Oh, I'm gonna take the sides away. Throw in the middle. Interception. He's going to run. Quicksand.
Okay, man. This what I don't know if I've been watching the Steelers because, like you said, Russell has a height problem, but he's playing within the system. In that system, they're running is like draw plays, handoff Najee, or the other running back, number 30 something. I can't think of his name. And also, but they're going to sprinkle in the screen game because Najee Harris gets a screen, he can take it to the house almost.
Yeah, and Pickens seems happy.
I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I knew that he was going to be a focal point when Russ came back. Credit to, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but credit to Arthur Smith for actually, getting your receiver involved, and because Pickens, he's not a diva, but anytime you deem someone as your top wide receiver, as your number one, you got to get them the ball. You got to get them the ball. Get them involved, make them feel like they're a part of the game. You get them involved early, you'll have them later. So I credit Arthur Smith for getting involved. Not saying that Pickens wasn't involved before Russ came in, but let's be honest, Russ and Justin Fields are two different quarterbacks, right? They're two different kinds of quarterbacks. Russ he's accustomed to taking advantage of his outside weapons. Fields is a one read, take off, I see you later quarterback. And so, they lived off of that. They lived off of that for long enough.
The Ohio State product.
Well, I knew you were going there.
He should be a running back or wide receiver.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. Watching the Steelers, Russ has thrown the deep ball quite frequently in some of these games.
That's all he does. That's what he can. That is his. That's his superpower.
Yeah, that
is his superpower. The problem is because everybody's going single high. That's not going to work that much. But right now it's working so much, and then he's doing that, and we're going to take it away. We're going to take it away.
Sooner or later it will.
Yeah, sooner or later they're going to take it away. And on the subject, Brandon asked us, in the title, are the Ravens and the Lions headed for a collision course?
Hey, hold on. I got you. Let's flip the script right now. Since that was the next team I was going to bring up. Since Aiden Hutchinson went down, the Lions need a pass rusher. So the rumor is they're thinking about getting Hendrickson from the Bengals.
That ain't going to happen.
That ain't going to happen.
Now, here's the thing. My question to you, both of you guys. We've seen the Lions offense. The Lions offense is like humming. Does the Lions need that pass rusher to balance out the offense? If they don't have this pass rusher, what do you think the Lions are going to do for the rest of the season?
Well, I got two things on the Lions. One, I hope they're not peaking too early offensively. That's my one thing. And then second, yes, they need a pass rusher. Aaron Glenn needs all the help he can. Aaron Glenn's an okay defensive coordinator, but you need now. Here's the thing about Aiden Hutchinson wasn't lighting the world on fire, right? But you need because of who they might face.
That's what I was getting
coming down the line, especially in their division.
Yep.
Look. Ghostbuster, he want to hide in the corner right? Anytime he starts to see stuff. And then Jordan Love with the injuries.
He's hobbling, but
he hobbling. So come on, and then it's gonna get cold. Come on.
Oh, and then look, the Vikings don't have a good left tackle.
Yeah.
What did they trade for?
They just traded for Cam Robinson.
They just
okay.
Yeah, they just traded for him. Yeah, that Kennedy, you kind of made my point for me. I'm thinking in terms of who they're going to face in the postseason. Even in like looking beyond the division, you got Brock Purdy, you got Jalen Hurts, you know, you mentioned Jordan Love, you got Kirk Cousins potentially.
Possibly the Commanders.
Dudes, yeah, Jaden Daniels. Dudes, you have to get to. You have to get to these dudes. And you know, that's the thing that sucks about, you know, Atlanta is like, as good as we are on offense, bro, we're not getting within 30 feet of anybody's quarterback.
And it's not sacks that much, because sacks is a sexy thing.
Yeah.
It's the pressure rate.
Pressures, yeah.
It's the pressure rate. The pressure rate that's what you need, especially as Brandon said, for a Hurts, a Purdy.
You got to make them uncomfortable.
You have to. Yeah. You have to. And for most of those teams, you already know what they want to do. Like, if you take the run from the Commanders, they're done for.
Yeah.
You take the run away from San Francisco, we already know.
Yeah. I think getting after the quarterback matters more, though, for me at least. It matters more when you're going up against guys like Brock Purdy or Kirk Cousins, guys that are deadly accurate when you don't get at them. Now, you know, when you're talking about Jalen Hurts or Jaden Daniels, you got to be kind of disciplined against those guys. It's not just flying upfield. You got to maintain those gaps. You got to maintain containment, you know, to try to keep them in the pocket. Now, nobody has proven that they can keep Jaden Daniels in the pocket thus far, so that's going to be a problem in and of itself. But you know, to kind of wrap this up, I think Detroit has to make a move. It won't be a big sexy move because they won't be able to afford it.
Probably Darius Smith. Probably.
You got Zadarius Smith, you got Azeez Ojulari in New York. You know, he's kind of been, you know, pushed, he relegated to like a rotational role or whatever. So you got him.
Well, he's been starting since Kate Thibodeau went down, B.
Yeah, but Thibodeau's getting ready to come back. He's on his way back.
I mean, you got possibly Baron Browning for the Commanders. I mean, for the Broncos. And I mean, they floating it. I don't believe it, but Jonathan Cooper. I don't believe they'll get rid of Jonathan Cooper, but I could see them getting rid of Baron Browning. Baron Browning is really good. The problem with Baron Browning is injuries.
Yep,
that's his issue.
Yeah. And that's the key with a lot of teams, man. Right now,
he always injured. That's the reason why he was picked in the 6th. He's always injured.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming out of college, he was injured.
Once again, the Ohio State.
And look, man. Then we're gonna do the picks. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, man.
No, we got one more topic.
What y'all got?
What quick topic? It's in the it's in the title. The WNBA players decided to opt out of their contract after they got a part of the NBA's $7.6 billion deal. They're getting 200 million.
Well,
they're 200 million.
This is just my opinion, my observation, man. In my opinion, it's kind of about the money, but it's not about. It's more about the benefits, the health packages afterwards, and like for WNBA, child care and things like that. That's what they're trying to focus on and get better at. You know, and I don't know what the agreement is right now around the health care and the child care and all that kind of stuff and the benefits.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but I know that was one of the things I heard that's most important. You know, to their WNBA association. So.
Look, I'm just gonna keep this short and sweet. You're not profitable. You don't make money. And so, given the fact that you don't make money, now I get it. Like, you know, you got the stars. You know, you got Caitlin Clark, you got Superwoman. You know, you got
Angel Reese,
Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, all of these talented girls.
Collins in Minnesota.
Yeah, Collins in Minnesota. You're beginning to establish name power, but you're still in the red.
But I get what you're saying, being, and you're kind of right to a certain point. I hate to admit it, you're kind of right about that.
Not a kind of.
But
there's no kind of about it.
It is what
sorry,
it is.
I got to cut you. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
Let's agree on this. This past season, the marketing has been a whole lot better for the WNBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Right, go ahead, kid, man.
So the marketing has been better, and they still lost $50 million. Name me a company. Just name me a company that for 28 years of its existence, it loses money. That company will be out of business. They are subsidized by the NBA because the NBA owners want their arenas open in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I understand, but let's be. No one cares. I didn't
want to be the one to say it.
Because I'm just saying. Look, I don't like that certain players get paid $250,000. This is why what's his name was stuck in Russia, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
And should better players make more money? Yes. With the new deal, instead of making $250, they're gonna make like $510. I still think that's kind of low, but they're not generating money. They had one fluky season, and that's great, mainly because we all know the reason why. I'm not going to get to the reason why.
Right, we know the reason why.
It's not even the player; it's the things surrounding the player and the divisiveness that is associated with the player that the player has nothing to do with.
Right.
This young woman has nothing to do with this. She's just out there trying to ball. But this is crap. You were making 20 minutes. This is podcast. Y'all know Dan Lebatard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a podcast. Pablo Torre hosts this podcast. It's called the Business of Sports. It's done by John Skipper, who used to run ESPN. He is the reason for a lot of these deals, and the former Marlins GM. And essentially, the money that they gave the WNBA, the $200, they came out at. They literally got the number from their ass and that's the number they gave because the whole thing is, if this team didn't have Big Daddy in front of it, how much money would it get?
Yeah.
TNT had the number 2 package, and they say that I don't want the WNBA.
Yeah, you're right. And next year will tell a tale. And you're right. This could have been a fluky season because the WNBA the viewer numbers were way up, and we know why.
Yeah.
And the marketing was better, but next year would definitely. We'll see
honestly, they need even if they did 3 years of this and they came up 10% every 3 years.
Yeah,
still would be losing money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another problem with it, and I'm gonna make this quick: the cities that you have it in.
Yeah.
Like most of the cities are big names, big time cities.
Right.
Why does Connecticut have a team?
Hartford, I'll give you the same thing. Oh,
why? Why doesn't Philly have a team? Why doesn't Houston have a team? Why doesn't San Antonio, San Diego? What are we doing?
And that's the thing. Like, and all those players that I mentioned before, and you just mentioned Connecticut. There are 2 players on Connecticut that everybody needs to see on a nightly basis: Bonner and Dejanay Carrington. Ballers, incredible. But you don't hear about you don't know about them because they don't put them on TV.
Yeah,
that's the point.
Nobody watches Ion.
Yeah, no.
Who has the Ion network?
I mean, come on. How many Law and Order SVU marathons I'm gonna watch before some game come on? I'm not doing this.
I was scrolling through the joint. I'm like, WNBA going Ion. I'm like, what?
Relocate that team to Philadelphia or Miami, so you can get more people to come because. The more eyes you get in the bigger markets, the more money, the money you make. National marketing, local marketing. I heard that Mahomes and his wife want to get a team in Kansas City. Why? What are we doing? This is crap. There's 500,000 people in there. Why are we wasting our time? Why? In the middle of the country, in a 30th or 31st,
man. You know, Kansas is the breadbasket of America.
Says who?
I'm just gonna not say anything.
Look, for anybody that's watching or that will see this podcast, this is in no way, shape, or form us bashing the WNBA. We all 3 of us watch.
We want them to do better.
We want them to do well.
Yes,
but you can't you can't hide from the truth. And the facts are that while they're on an upward trajectory, it's not this.
Yes.
It's this. Now, it was this. Caitlin Clark made it this. You need to be this so you can start making money.
But I really wanted to get off this topic. Here's the problem with this. There is no other league in the world that does female basketball that makes money like that.
Right.
Yeah. Like Major League Soccer is like the fifth or sixth league, and they got like 5 profitable teams.
Yeah.
And it's not because of Messi.
And look, and K-Man, to that point, I'm thinking that's why, and like I said, hopefully the trend keeps going up. And I'm thinking that's why they're trying to do the marketing better, to better put these players and to stop them from going overseas to play, to try to earn money to support their families.
Here's what I'm going to say. The women's soccer league that's in America, they'll be profitable before they are.
It's not just marketing. It's not just marketing that's going to make them profitable. It's not just that. They got to get in these bigger markets.
They got to get
in front of more eyeballs. Who are you marketing to? Who are you marketing to? It doesn't matter what you put out there if you're not putting it in front of enough eyeballs for it to make a difference.
True.
Now, and we can move on after this. What would help this league and would make it profitable in the next 2 to 3 years? If they had the Summer Olympics every year. If they had the Summer Olympics every year.
Yes. And also not have so many old broads on the team. And I said broads. I don't care. That didn't help them with France. So my girl Asia just running up and down the court for the whole 40 minutes.
Get out of there. Get it up out of there.
All right, well, look. Where's my cards? Moving on.
Taurasi, like 50 years old, sitting on the bench. She wasn't doing nothing. Why?
Moral support.
Look, we got to edit that. Hey, sir. You on this show, you better clean it up, mister.
No. Because like everything in sports, that's another problem. Like everything in sports, there are stars. And then after a while, they get eclipsed because they start going like this, and the young ones go like this. So why are you putting senior citizens on a team just so they can go to Paris and get a handbag? No, that in that game they needed Angel Reese. They needed a rebounder. They needed a grinder. They needed it.
Yep.
Hey, look, K-Man. Look, I got one more thing to say, but K-Man, what you just reminded me of was when Jerry talking about Bangers getting his laughs. He said he's like the little fish that follows shark.
The shark.
Yeah. But look, I'm gonna tell you this, if we're gonna go to the picks, man. Y'all some wild dudes, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because when I was in St. Louis, I was trying to see the Commanders game, but I couldn't get a signal. I was checking ESPN, refreshing the screen. Then when I saw that, Brandon, I don't know if it's you or Brandon was like, well, they still got 2 seconds left. And then next thing I saw, bruh. I said, hold on, what the heck? I refreshed that and I said 18. I said, what the heck?
Good.
I said the Commanders won with 2 seconds left.
No, the funniest thing ever is the kid pointing at the fans and doing all that. And you were the one.
Oh yeah, Tyreek
Stevenson or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said in the text, that was a bum fight, and the best bum won. That's it. It was a terrible game. Ended out, but like, oh my God! First of all, I don't know if he's fully hurt, or that was like a 65-yard throw, I guess. But that thing hit to the 4.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So I think he threw it from like behind the 30-yard line, right?
It was. I think he was like between the 35 and the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
2 words for that game. 1 word, 2 syllables. Eberflus.
Yeah.
Oh look! Did y'all hear what he said?
I'm a loser.
No, he said when Terry McLaurin got that 13-yard out. Oh, that didn't matter. That wasn't my concern. What? You gave away free 13 yards.
The worst thing for that team is for them to keep winning ball games, because the more they keep winning ball games,
the more he keeps his
the
job.
longer he's going to be as head coach for the Chicago Bears.
Right,
I'm gonna say and I'm gonna wrap it up. They should have fired him. You knew since November of 2023 that you were going to get the number 1 overall pick. Go out there and go get him a coach, so he doesn't have to learn a new playbook in year 2.
Yeah,
bro.
Hey, who y'all got tonight?
I told you who I had.
I'm
Houston.
What did I tell you? I'm never picking them again.
Nah, I'm serious this time. I don't care who they play. I don't care if they play the Montgomery County Mighty Mites. I'm taking the Mighty Mites.
I don't care if they got a bunch of dudes built like me playing wide receiver 1 and 2. I'm taking the Texans. Get out of here with this.
Hey, look, y'all heard? Did y'all hear what Aaron Rodgers say? Hey, so yeah, I've been in darkness. You got to embrace the darkness.
Move on.
I'm telling you right now, he will be the reason. He will be Pat McAfee's downfall.
Yeah, because he's on the show every day.
Yeah, because Pat McAfee in his delusion thinks that this man brings you something, and you just look like a clown. But in this YouTube era way of podcasting, it's about getting eyeballs. I mean, it's the reason why he gets a job at ESPN. But he will ultimately be his downfall, because I can't respect you. I can't respect you when you have Bill Belichick on, you have Saban, and then you have Peyton, and then you're talking to all these players, and then you're talking to this has-been who's just saying the dumbest things ever.
Giving him a platform for it.
Exactly. He's doing it because he thinks that because Aaron Rodgers, people will watch or listen.
No. And you're giving Aaron Rodgers a platform because when it's over, and it's pretty much is over, he won't have anything. He's not loved in the Bay Area where he's from. He's not loved in Green Bay. Lord knows every New York Jets fan wants to punch him straight in the throat.
You probably will.
He don't have no endorsements. So this is probably his way of probably trying to get a podcast and trying to be the NFL's version of Joe Rogan or something like that.
Okay, man, to your point about New York, you know New Yorkers don't get him. The New Yorkers tried to steal a glove and a ball out of the Dodgers players' hands during the game on national TV and didn't even care.
And last night they got what they deserved.
You know, okay, first of all, there's a difference between so New York Yankees fans support the Giants and New York Mets fans support the Jets. So what you saw last night was a super arrogant franchise and fan base who 27 rings, who hasn't got to the show since 2009. And they had these hitters and some good pitching, and they get in there, and the Dodgers, who are massive chokers, said, yeah, we ain't playing around with y'all. And they came in there to Yankee State. They
came back and beat them, man.
They stomped in their house. They stomped in your house.
They came up in there in ski mask and Timbs.
Yeah.
Kick in the door.
Look, look, I'm surprised all the Dodgers players didn't have on push ices on and Timbs, and just like, you know, coming in playing cream or kicking the door, who shot you, or ether take over, you know, just like, and then end it with California love. I mean, that's how I would do.
All right, man. Look,
because I'm petty like that.
Hey, B, I already know who you taking at the Cowboys and Falcons. B, who you got, K, man? Cowboys and the Falcons.
Give me. Is Micah coming back?
No.
Give me Cowboys.
You taking the Cowboys?
So I'm just playing. Give me the Cowboys.
I'm about to say, man, what the heck? All right, K, man. Broncos at the Ravens. Your game. Do it.
Damn you.
You have to.
Damn it, James Twisted.
You are all in this season. You have to.
Yes, but I'm trying to win. So my heart is not going to take over my mind. I'm taking the Ravens, and I will be at that game.
Ooh, boy. All right. B, who you taking? B?
Boxing myself.
Yeah, I got the Ravens. But I will say this. I don't know who put what in Javante's Gatorade the past 2-3 games.
He been running. He got to get that contract.
Yeah, he's turned it up. So
yeah, unfortunately, last week they dumped it out because he was dancing. Because that's his problem. He's dancing in the hole instead of running straight forward. He's dancing in the hole.
Pause, my guy. Pause, my guy.
That ain't good.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Belated pause. Sorry.
I
can just like make on my shoulder. Come on. Pause.
Yeah. Be like, okay. I beat the Dolphins at the Bills, B.
The Bills.
Yeah, that's who I pick. Who you got, K, man?
Yeah, give me the Bills. I love the Cooper trade. Is going to give him it helps them a little bit more. Von Miller's coming back. I don't know if Ed Oliver's coming back, but they're starting to get healthy. I had some angst and crap to say about the GM, but they're still making moves. Ultimately, they're going to fail because of their head coach. But
fair.
Hey, look, hey, B, you going to this game on Sunday? The Saints at the Panthers?
Why? I'd rather sit home and knit a sweater, and I don't know how to knit.
I would rather go to like a thrift store and find a batch of Encyclopedia Britannicas and read all those rather than watch that game. Jesus Christ!
So both of y'all taking the Saints?
Shoot. Derek Carr coming back? He coming back, right?
Yeah, they say he coming back.
I'll take the Saints.
Oh, I take the Saints. Yeah, I take the Saints.
All right. B Wig, Raiders at the Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah, they disappointed me this season. Who you got, K, man?
I got the Bengals, but once again, I don't want Antonio Pierce to get fired.
Yeah, me too, man.
Oh no, I need that clown there because I just need my Broncos to have a whipping boy.
All right, K, man. Chargers at the Browns.
Give me the Chargers. Jameis ain't doing that again. Give me the Chargers. Yeah,
not against that defense.
No.
Hey, who you got, B?
The Chargers.
Dang, y'all just kick Jabu, whatever his name is, out. All right.
He was already on the curb in front of my house. I don't care about last game.
All right, B. Commanders at the Giants.
The Commanders.
Yeah, the Giants they're a train wreck. They play tough, but who you got, K, man?
This is a hard one. I'm gonna give me the Commanders. Give me the Commanders.
Yeah, man. Hopefully Jaden Daniels is a lot more healed. All right. K, man. Patriots at the Titans. This is an ugly pick here.
Oh yeah, bump fight number 2. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, that's who I pick. Who you taking, B?
Yeah, I'll take the Patriots.
Will Levis,
but
Mason.
Is Will Levis even playing? I thought it was Mason.
Mason. Yeah,
Mason Rudolph.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Rudolph,
Muga, Maga, whatever.
Donner, Dasher. It doesn't matter. He stinks. What are we doing?
Hey, it's not Christmas time yet, K, man. Hold on.
As of tomorrow, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So y'all just toss Thanksgiving out.
I don't cross it out, but the decorations are going up starting tomorrow.
I hear something. I hear something. That's Mariah Carey counting all her cash because she's gonna get paid. We know it.
That same song, boy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
IB Bears at the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, I went Webster too, man. Who you taking, K, man?
Yeah, give me the Cardinals.
Look, I was getting ready to say those 2 words you said earlier. All right. Okay, man. Jags at the Eagles.
Oh, Eagles.
Yeah, that's who I pick. Who you taking?
Yeah, what's name getting fired? No, I don't think Doug Peterson getting fired, but what's name's getting fired? Balky's getting fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who you got, B?
I got the Eagles.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be a dog walking though. Because the Jags offense is kind of like woken up over the past, 2 or 3 games.
Now, this game is interesting, B-Wig. Lions at the Packers. Who you going with?
Kennedy made a good point earlier about the Lions peaking too early. And I feel like Green Bay runs the ball good enough to keep that offense off the field, like minimize those possessions. I'm taking Green Bay at home.
Ooh. And who you got, K-Man?
Is Jordan Love playing? I think he is.
I think he is. He said he's going to try to give it a go.
Yeah, and with that being said, I was always going to take the Packers in this game.
Ooh, boy. All right, K-Man. Rams at the Seahawks, K-Man.
Rams.
Yeah, that's who I picked too, man. Who you got, B?
The Rams.
I mean, the Seahawks got players, their own players fighting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that mess? God, oh.
No leadership.
All right, B-Wig. Colts at the Vikings. I don't know what happened to your boy Richardson to take himself out the game. I ain't never seen that before. Who you got, B?
Yeah. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. But yeah, I'm taking the Vikings. Can I just talk about this for 2
minutes? Go ahead. Go. Please, go. I got something to say.
Look, right. So there's so many. There are so many storylines here. Like you, Sean, you just mentioned it. You got Anthony Richardson pulling himself out of a game because he's tired. That in and of itself is unheard of.
I ain't never heard that.
For those of you watching that don't know, he got benched this week in favor of Joe Flacco. No, he's not hurt. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out which storyline I want to talk about first. But look, anyway, listen, the NFL, and I don't place all the blame on Anthony Richardson, right? The NFL has a problem. They have a quarterback development problem. So he went into a situation where there was no coaches on that staff that could make it. Like he came out of Florida a ball of clay, right? He was a raw, gifted ball of clay. Couldn't throw the ball a lick, but he had legs, he had wheels. Every 5th or 10th throw, he could hit a receiver. Right?
He's a big dude. Yeah.
So he didn't get he didn't. I'm gonna let that one slide. He really didn't come and get into a fair chance when he came into the league, right? So the league, there's only 4 or 5 coaches that can legitimately take a quarterback and like legit make them into something. Shane Steichen is not one of those coaches, right? So there's that. Then there's the other elephant in the room. Right. There's the other elephant in the room. What's his name? Mike White, aka Jim Irsay.
The snowblower.
Yeah, right. He ain't blowing it, he's in the hell of it. But anyway,
he wanted Richardson.
You got that dynamic, right? And then
Tony Montana is his favorite song.
And then thirdly, I'll wrap up this tidbit about the Colts with this. So I talked about the NFL having a player development problem, a quarterback development problem.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the same in college, right? So you look at college. You have these teams in the NFL implementing these college style offenses, trying to appeal and adapt to their players. The problem is you're handicapping them, you're crippling them. Once the NFL catches up to what you're doing, then you get a RG3 where they are flashing the pan and then they're out the league. So players in college, these quarterbacks in college, are not being taught to play in the NFL. They're being taught to do what you do best, and we'll cater around that. And it doesn't translate to the NFL.
On that last point, it's not the NFL's fault. It's actually ownership, because they make so much money and they give these coaches so much money that they only give them 2 years or 3 years and they fire them and then they go get somebody else because they're making so much money. So there is no accountability from the top or patience for the process. So it doesn't allow a kid in any position, quarterback's the most, public facing one, but any position, you got to be something by year 2 or 3.
Right.
What person in starting off their career is that person in year 2 or 3?
Yeah.
It was one of you guys that said, I don't know if it was UK, I think it was UK, man, said something about the most important person of a franchise is like the scouting people that go out and do the scouting. And like you said,
the grinders.
Yeah,
they're on the road. They're on the road 360, 40,
and to B Wig's point, that's what the deficiency is. I don't think they rely on the scouting or they don't trust their scouting from definitely with a coach.
Yeah. For me, I'm laughing because not to rain on this young man's parade, but he was nothing. He did nothing in Florida, never heard of the kid. All of a sudden he goes to the slave trials and he runs really well. He throws really far. He was way overdrafted. What is the difference between him and Joe Milton? That was drafted 7th round. What's the difference between him and Malik Willis, who was drafted in the 6th round?
Here's the thing on that kid.
Numbers.
His thing. I watched
his measurables. That's the only. Yeah. He's bigger than. I mean, Joe Milton's like 6'4", but I'm just like.
Here's the thing about Richardson. I watched Richardson when he was at Florida. I watched him because I watched SEC football. He came in certain packages, and the reason he came in because he could possibly run. The second thing behind that was if he needs to throw the ball, he has a big arm. He can get the ball down the field. In that year he played at Florida, he did make some kind of spectacular plays. When he came in, the Florida offense did perk up a little bit. But like you said, he needs to be molded. He came out as a clay. He has the tangibles, but you got to build those tangibles into a good product.
I refuse to believe that Bryce Young is finished. He got drafted to a terrible situation.
Right.
Exactly.
I saw that kid play too much. I saw that kid when they were in Austin, and he had nothing around him, and he still was able to manage to win that game. I've seen too much. Richardson, I ain't never seen from, so I don't think he's that good. So maybe he does need to go somewhere. But it's always the situation.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, K-Man, who you taking, K-Man? You taking the Vikings, K-Man?
Of course I'm taking the Vikings. I'm taking the Colts? No.
Look, Joe Flacco's about to air that thing out. Watch. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter. Watch what I tell you.
Hey, all right, K-Man, the Monday night game, Bucks at the Chiefs, K-Man.
Oh, God. This team is the Bucks are so...
The Bucks need trade time. They need 2 wide receivers.
They are so banged up. I mean, this goofy schedule is lining up for this mediocre squad, and then people tell me, oh, they're good. That being said, give me Meth City.
Who you taking, B?
Yeah, I'll take the Chiefs. They just keep getting these layups, and they're put on national TV, for people, a tenth of the country to watch them make these layups.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I understood why they had the game on when I was in St. Louis, Midwest. I get that.
I need somebody. I need someone. I'm gonna say this, and I'm being 100%. I need someone to come around and sweep Taylor Swift off her feet, so we are not forced to watch this team on national TV anymore. I'm sorry. I know how big an entity she is, and I know how big a star she is, but there's no reason I should be watching this team. No reason at all. I'm sorry. Don't stop forcing me to watch this boringness.
Look, there are a lot richer white men than Travis Kelce. There are better looking guys out there for you. Someone please, like Kennedy said, someone please, just
Swifties, help us, please, Lord Jesus, help us.
Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
Hey, look.
No, I am.
No. I was getting ready. I was getting ready to go somewhere else.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Hey, man, look. When I was in LA, I told you I went to a taping of the George Lopez show. Why I could have swore that one of like the people that was down there in the pit, one of the writers or whatever they call him, looked like Jason Kelsey. I had to look. I said, "Hold on, what the heck is Jason Kelsey doing that?" I said, "Is he going into TV with writing?"
You know what? I actually could see him doing a sitcom.
Look, we couldn't take pictures because they made everybody leave their phones in the car. You got scammed before you went in. You couldn't have your phone.
Now, Jason, he does have one of those kind of personalities. You have to understand him to really understand his humor. He's one of those people that has that dry humor. Yeah. Now, Travis, on the other hand, he be best served on a BET Plus sitcom. This one of those. But
Jason, he's BET Plus. He's BET Plus. He's BET Plus. Yeah. Maybe BT. He may be BT.
I was gonna say TV One, but I give him BET Plus.
I give him. Yeah, I mean, he ain't Tubi. He's not Tubi.
All right. Look, we're gonna wrap this up, K-Man B. So look, B Wig said some prolific stuff because he made up a game on you, K-Man. He got 78, you got 80, and B Wig said he's gonna walk it off week 18.
We'll see.
And I think, would it be a pick off or walk off?
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, look, we've never had a contest go into overtime, aka the playoffs, but it could happen this year. Just saying.
We'll see.
Watch your back. Check that review.
When you're on top, you always have to watch your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Hold on, did it require a pause?
Yes. I was waiting for one. I just
Sorry.
But I will say this. I give you credit, B.
Just RP yourself.
It's like the past 2 or 3 weeks, you'd have made up a game like almost every week, B.
It's strategic, right? You gotta know when to pick your spots. You gotta know when to pick your spots. See, you blew your tire 3-4 weeks ago. you
thought that 2-0 was something.
You were on that Saints horse and buggy, and when that wheel fell off, like the Oregon Trail, your wagon broke, and you stayed on it. You picked the wagon up and drug it.
Oh man, God.
Yeah, it feels good to be competitive, Yeah,
we're gonna see that. All right, man.
All right. Another great show.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help us with this YouTube algorithm and help us grow the brand. Because we're just 3 guys over here. We don't know anything about sports. We're just giving our opinion.
You may not see us every week.
Yeah, no.
But when you do see us, we're going to give you this quality content. Mm-hmm. And that being said, man, deuces.
All right, fellas. Until next week.
Peace.
Peace.